Game day. Let's go. With the Bears, they started this new tradition last year where they celebrate their wins the correct way. Bottle and Sylvie, ESPN 1000, don't miss it.
I know what you mean. It's like their own Philly. Okay. Okay, I think what it is.
We shouldn't be showing this. Am I crazy?
What a great sign that is. What have I told you? 17 minutes of rain would wash away 108 years of drought.
Do you see this team growing into the team that you were in 2005?
Good practice, everybody.
You are ridiculous.
Let's go! Week 3! That's right, I got my mask on. Gotta stay proper protocol in this pandemic.
Even in your own home.
But we made it. We made it, Jake. They didn't cancel the game. You know,
Yeah.
it was
I was a little concerned.
little scary. Yeah, it was scary for a minute because one of the Atlanta players got it, and we were worried they had to get all the testing back to see if everybody, you know, on Atlanta was on the up and up. Don't want the Bears getting any caught up in anything like that. So luckily, coast is clear. Masks are up. I got this giveaway a couple years ago, so the Bears were using some foresight sending out masks there. So we're ready to go. It's game day, looking for 3-0, and we're getting right to it here at Brags in the Stands. Of course, we have a post-game show coming up after the game, but we like to do a pre-game show each week and spotlight you, the fan, in your man cave and your tailgate setup. So if you have one and you want to be spotlighted on this little featured spot, we'd love to bring you on. Send me a message, send me some pictures. Love to have you spotlighted. But for today, week 3, we have a very special guest and someone that is very known to both the Falcons and the Bears. This guy's got a really cool story, and we're going to bring him on right now. His name is Terence Young, and he's a season ticket holder of the Chicago Bears and a very good friend of mine. We've become very good friends here in the last couple of years, and like the virus that I am, I have taken over Terence's life. And when we went to London last year, I stayed with 3 different people when I was in London because I'm the Dagobah.
You're the couch surfer, yeah.
Yes, and I started my journey with Terence, my guy. Terence, welcome to Brags in the Stands officially. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, great to be here. Thanks, Greg. Thanks, Jake.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, just awesome, man. Great job with the show. Love it. You guys are doing big things right now. Love all the Bears content, and Bears fans all around the world are loving your show. So keep up the great work.
Yeah, well, we appreciate
Love to hear that.
words.
Thank you.
And we, like I said, we've been all over. We can't wait. Me and you are the type of fans that like to go to the games, obviously. But for now, while we're at home, I thought it'd be fun to spotlight, people's setups. I have, as you can see behind me, I got all sorts of memorabilia. Jake's always got all the memorabilia. He's got the guitars up. He's the music aficionado of our group. And so we all want to spotlight what you guys have. Last week it was Scar and his crazy setup, and you've got the classy setup. You've got a couple different stories because, like I was telling Jake before the show, you're not only a season ticket holder and a diehard Chicago Bears fan, you live in Atlanta. So you're an Atlanta season ticket holder too. So you actually have insight from both sides. So we'll get your thoughts on the game here going forward. But why don't you take us around the room and, just like last week with Scar, kind of give us the virtual tour and let us know kind of how you came to get some of these awesome pieces of art, as I like to call them. Not just memorabilia. To me, it's art. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this because you got the classy setup. I do.
Yeah,
I'm like throw up all over
Hodgepodge,
the memorabilia wall.
No,
you do it classy. I don't know how to do that.
There's no bad Bears setup, first of all. Anything you get Bears related is always awesome. So, first and foremost, that's the most important thing. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll kind of scan around and show you guys the work I have here. Now, as Greg mentioned, I've got my wife and I live in Atlanta, but we also have a condo in Chicago. So we're gravitating more towards full-time Chicagoans and a little bit less of Atlanta. So Greg and Jake, you guys have to get me back on the show for the Atlanta man.
Absolutely.
Because that's the bigger one. I mean, the whole basement is dedicated to Bears with Bears from the old Soldier Field mounted in the basement. So that's for another day.
I would literally be sleeping in that basement right now, Terence, if this damn COVID didn't ruin our lives.
I know, pre-COVID-19, there are lots of Greg Bears.
You'd be making me we'd be tailgating right now, but you'd have been making me pancakes.
I mean,
yesterday.
we had the full plan to get everybody down there, but hey, we shall again.
Next time.
No worries. So yeah, let's dive into it. So as you can see here, we'll start off with the man, the myth, the legend, B. Urlacher, 54. This piece right here is probably one of the greatest stories, greatest pieces that we own. We have this piece here. We also have a different one in Atlanta, but it's all the same story. So there is a coach by the name of Chip Smith. He works with a lot of NFL players, high school, college, has basis in Atlanta and outside of Atlanta, the whole Southeast, but really everybody gravitates to this guy. So long story short is he was eating at a restaurant one day and there was a homeless person outside asking for money. Chip said, hey, I'll come back after I'm done eating. He walked inside. He then thought, well, no, wait a minute. I'm going to go back out here. He brings this gentleman in, pays for his food, and sits down with him. And as he's eating, he learns a story. This guy's story was so tremendous. This guy was homeless, just down and out, but a talented, painter. And he started to get to talk to Chip, and Chip really wanted to help him out. So the long story short is he got with Jennifer Urlacher, Brian's wife, and they were able to, through charity, basically have this individual paint, his name's Travis, paint pictures of various players, but Urlacher was the first one that they did. And he painted this canvas of Brian Urlacher. And as you can see in the picture, just like the back and the jersey and everything else. And then they were sold for charity with the money going to Travis to help him get on his feet. So, long story short, this has gone on for a number of years now. And he is on his feet now, doing much better, has a place to live.
That's a great story.
Really good work,
just amazing. And so
really good
description, if you can see, because Jennifer asked, well, what do you want Brian to write on us? I was like, to Terence and Karen, two awesome Bears fans, and sign. And of course, he's got the Hall of Fame 18 on there as well, which we went to his induction, which was awesome as well. So just great piece. I love the kind of stuff.
That's really
great
nice.
story.
But also, before you move to the next piece, I do notice this Christmas tree in the corner.
Yeah.
Karen's already busting out the Christmas tree.
Yes.
Your beautiful wife's already got the Christmas decor up before Halloween.
We're in COVID-19 times, 2020, everything. Nothing's off the table. So we're like, hey, you know what?
There's the skyline behind your tree. You got the city, the greatest city in the world, right behind that tree. That's a beautiful
man.
thing.
It's awesome. It's
That's
awesome.
amazing.
Definitely blessed.
Yes, sir, man. So why don't you continue on down? I see my guy Javi Baez.
So we got Javi,
division
sorry
champs.
to the Southsiders. I know. Sorry to the Southsiders, but
they'll be all
Javi
right.
Baez piece, signed jersey by Javi. This and a lot of the other things that I'm going to show you have come through Bears Care. Bears Care auction. If you haven't had an opportunity to go out there, they don't have anything currently, but I definitely would recommend that any Bear fan, diehard Bear fan, looking for memorabilia and other things. Obviously, this Javi Baez came from there. Check out their auctions. Great causes through the Bears Care. This one came as a result of the gala that we went to in 2018, the Bears Care Gala. Which again, amazing charity, amazing things that they do.
Sure.
But yeah, Javi Baez.
Very nice.
My wife Karen says, well, it's the only man that I will leave you for. And I said, I understand. I understand. I have that J-Lo thing too. So we kind of mutual respect.
So what other Bears stuff? I see the Hall of Fame chair you got here.
Yeah, well, so
told me the story about how Brian used to write his name out completely, Brian Urlacher.
Right.
And someone told him, like, dude, you're going to be doing this so much in your life.
Yep.
A more efficient way is that B line, as he called it, B line, U line. And,
right, B line, U line.
And so there's two different autographs you can get from Brian. And if you get the early days where he signed it completely, they're like different than the B lines. It like blew my mind, opened my eyes up to like all the world of autograph collecting. I'm a big autograph collector, just like you.
Right. It's something that, we wouldn't think about. I mean, I don't sign my name 3,000 times a day. But, when you do that, it's like, you need something short and easy. And
I used to practice my autograph when I was a kid because I thought I was going to be famous, but
of course. Well, we all did. We all did that, right?
I thought I was going to be in the NBA, Jake, and that didn't work out.
Oh, thought you were going to be in the NBA?
Yeah, I was planning to be the next Steve Kerr. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. I just wanted to be like Steve.
Hey, I heard you got some pretty sick handles, Bragg.
No handles. I had a shot, but it's gone now.
Okay.
So what else do you got?
That's what he tells
Terrence,
me.
What do you got over this TV? You got some of the
up at the top here.
This
is
controlling that
all
camera.
of the. This is also from the Bears Care auction. These are all memorable events through Chicago Bear times, like from the history. So you got Bears win World Football title 73-0.
Wow.
Outlined on the Chicago Daily Tribune. Bears wins 6 touchdowns by Sayers. So how can we even begin to say anything without paying respect to the late great
Absolutely
Sayers? I mean, what a tremendous person. Forget about the football talent that he had. Kansas Comet, rest in peace. Terrible disease with dementia. So definitely my prayers go out to his wife and his family. And obviously all of us have a heavy heart through this week, obviously learning the passing of Gale. So shout out to him. Then you've got the Super Walters, the 275 yards that he set rushing when he set the rushing mark. So that one's captured. And then last but not least, the Bears bring it home. Super Bowl 20, Dicka, and just the amazing ride.
How old were you, Terrence? Not to date you too much. But how old were you when they won the Super Bowl? Because I was 2 months old, so I'm still waiting on my Super Bowl. I didn't really get to
I was a little bit
experience
older.
it.
So 80, 85, 86 January, I was 11 years old.
Wow, lucky man. Hey, I'm jealous. Sylvia's the same way.
I was a fifth grader, and for another time, I'll have to share my Super Bowl shuffle piece that
not
we did.
only did
we
you
did,
get to
we did
grow
in the
up-
talent show.
Not only did
Oh,
you get
nice.
to grow up with the Bears in '85 as an 11-year-old, you got to see the start of Michael Jordan's amazing career.
Oh,
with the
absolutely.
Bulls. So
Yeah, it was great.
so it's a
great
good
time
time to
growing
grow up, no doubt. Now let's see this freaking thing. Holy
Yeah,
macro!
So
That's got to be game worn.
This is a piece of all pieces. This is obviously the man, the myth, the legend, Khalil Mack, game worn jersey. So this is a game worn jersey.
That thing's about to burst into flames. That
yeah.
thing's so nice.
Auctioned off by Bears Care. Won the auction. Was able to pick up this piece. This piece right here was something that when I saw it, I was like, I have to have it. And not only did I have to have it, I'm like, I've got to find a way to get Khalil Mack's autograph. So
Sure.
the short of it was won the auction, won it prior to Bears 100 in Rosemont last year, was able to go to Rosemont, was able to get his autograph through the autograph sessions that they
Yeah,
had.
I actually have this picture ready to go for our fans.
There we
If
go.
you-
Came out on
and
Sports Sunday.
This
Didn't
one,
even
there
know.
it is. I pulled it from
Didn't even know that Sports Sunday that they were even filming or what was going on. And a buddy of mine texted me. He's like, "Dude, I just saw you on Sports Sunday." I'm like,
Oh, that's awesome.
Sent me the.
What did he
sent me
say
the
to you
photo.
right there when he's smiling? Do you remember?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, well, so we're sitting there talking. I was like, dude, I said, you are a beast, man. I was like, thank you for coming over to Chicago. And we just had that glimpse and just had that look. And then what we also talked about, which was kind of funny, I'm really good friends with Sam Acho, and Acho and I were talking, and I was like, he said, hey, tell Mac. I said, what's up? So I went there and I told him, I said, hey, I was just talking to Sam. He said, what's up? He said, wishes you the best. And he just kind of had a grin. He's like, that's my dude. He's like, Sam's my dude. Everybody that I've talked to.
Everybody loves
Sam's my
Sam.
dude. So,
Hell yeah, Sam's a great dude.
Really, really cool moment. And yeah, I mean, what a great way to capture that moment between me and Max. So that was awesome.
There you go. So there we go.
Good job on the pick, Greg.
Hey,
Solid.
you like that? That's that's producing.
That's good. I like that.
We're doing it. We're under control today. So what else you got? Let's see.
So,
we're here all morning. I know I gave you a time limit, but you have so much
That's really cool
stuff. We're not going nowhere because
No,
we
man,
got a
I'm
lot of
good.
fans watching,
I'm
and I
good
know
if you
people
guys are
appreciate
good.
this stuff. So as long as you're good, we're good.
Bears 100 helmet, custom design helmet that I brought to Rosemont for the Bears 100. Had multiple players sign, current, past players. You got
Love the
Devin
pen
Hester.
color. I love the pen
Orange
color
pen. I love
selection.
that matte color on the helmet too. It's awesome.
Helmet, and then use the paint pens. Little Mike Brown right there.
Nice.
I mean, just a plethora. You got Eddie Jacks right there.
Yeah.
It's throughout. I mean, anybody and everybody that we were able to see, we got autographs through that weekend, and we started taking it with us just through the year while we were in Chicago for various events. I know Eddie Jackson had a softball event that we went to. We got a couple guys there. Also took it to the Bears and the beach trip that we went to with Cabo, which was the last trip, the last hurrah of 2020. Got back on March 7th, and then as we know, everything kind of went down from there as far as the COVID-19 perspective. But also helmet here, another Bears helmet sign. You got Hicks, you got Trevathan, you got
Who's on the
Trubisky.
cleat underneath
Let's not
there?
forget the Keith Van Horn.
Oh, there you go.
Helmet
Who's
here.
on that cleat underneath?
Yeah, so the cleats here, that's those are cleats for Bears Care, my cleat, my cause.
Okay, cool.
And those are whatchamacallit? Goodness gracious. I'm losing my
you're
train of
good.
thought. Howard Johnson.
Jordan Howard?
No, no, not the Bilal is the other one.
Karen, get in here and help us.
I know, right? Where's my counterpart? No, these are Jordan Howards.
I see, Jordan.
Jordan Howard's my cause, my cleats.
I like.
And then this is the Jordan Howard autograph jersey, game worn jersey. This was actually won this at the first gala back in 2017.
You know what game it was?
Game worn jersey, and he was there live. He actually was at our table. So just real quick funny story with that is I'm sitting at this table, and he came by himself, and I'm sitting on one side of him. Karen's on the other side of him, my wife. And literally we're sitting there, and I'm like, hey, Jordan, I'm bidding on your jersey. He's like, hey, how much is it up to? I'm like, I'm not going to tell you. I'm like, I'll tell you how much it is. You're going to bid it. But I told him, I said, no, look, Jordan, I am going to win your jersey. When I win it, I said, I'm going to need you to sign it tonight. He's like, oh, yeah, we can definitely do that. So there's a cool video that I have of it. They were playing Bear Down, and he's got the jersey in his hand, and I'm on one side of him, and Karen's on the other side, and he's signing it. Just awesome stuff, man.
That's
really,
awesome,
really cool.
Man. Really cool.
So let me got a few more here, and then we'll be concluded.
Yes,
so
I want you to send us down the hall, and then I want you to show off your bobbleheads too. This is sweet.
Absolutely. So we've got the Eddie Jacks. These are the Bears comic series that were out last year.
Yep.
So
Israel Adonijah's artwork.
Yep, through Bears Care, they auction these off as well. One of a kind, original prints, signed obviously by the players.
Wow.
So I've got 3 of those that I'll show. Before I show you the other 2, though, this is and the Mac jersey. I mean, just the story behind it is awesome. But this is my favorite piece in the condo.
Whew.
That's cool.
So this piece was done.
By Picasso.
By an artist who we actually met at Sam Acho. He had an event, waiters night, where the players were waiters for a night and raising money for charity and so forth and so on. And there was a painter there that did a live painting. He did a live Walter Payton painting that was auctioned off, and I didn't win that, but I was so intrigued by it. I asked him after the event or during the event. I said, hey, I love this artwork. I'm like, is this something that I could purchase? Is this something I could get myself? Hey, Karen.
Hi,
so
Karen.
He's like,
Miss
yeah,
you.
he's like, actually, I can do something even much better if given the time. He's like, I put this together pretty quickly. He's like, but you know what? Give me some time, and I'll put something together for you. So we went, and he basically emailed me. He's like, hey, send me a couple of photos that you like. Peyton, different moves and different things that you want to represent, and I'll put something together, and you let me know what you think. And this was the end result.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, just an amazing piece. Just kind of one of a kind. Just the talent that this guy has. So yeah, I love it.
You got a good eye, no doubt. I mean, not just the jerseys and you got the good eye for the good pieces of art there, man. That's amazing stuff.
So no longer a Bear, but the Leonard Floyd piece to continue with the comic book series.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I loved all those, man. He did I wish they'd have brought those back or continued it. I guess it was good for 1 year, but man, they were nice. Maybe one day they can bring them back because they were really cool.
Shout out
but
to
it was
right?
What a perfect team to do it with, that 2018 Bears team. It really was a perfect kind of storm.
And Adonijah was integral in that whole thing.
100%. So he's
he
Akeem, man. Need a big game from him today. He's really been
stepping
up, man.
Yes, we do. A lot of pressure inside. So yeah, awesome. So Akeem Hicks here. And then
Money
Trib.
Mitch.
Trib.
That's a beautiful thing. And I like the little mock-ups on the left and right. Do you know the story behind that?
No, basically those are just the renderings. So just some of the renderings before it came out with the final version, which is the middle colored one, but just kind of really cool, just a little bit different.
Yeah, that's cool.
You've met Mitch a few times. I had this picture pulled up. This was his rookie season, correct?
Yeah.
Or right when he got
drafted. Look how baby-faced he is.
I know.
Right when he was drafted.
We knew going into that draft more than likely we were gonna end up with a quarterback at the end of the day. Obviously, no idea that it was going to be Mitch at the time.
That's your lovely wife, Karen.
There she is. There she is, my better half.
So this jersey, because I pulled this from because then you had the picture with the jersey. This jersey is in Atlanta, I'm assuming? So the story behind that.
That jersey is actually right when we walk into the basement. So those are the doors to the basement. Okay. So as soon as you go through that door, you can see on the right hand side.
I need to know the layout of my Atlanta
the Bears lair.
My Atlanta Airbnb, Bear B&B.
I like
Bear B&B. We just came up with something.
You might be onto something with that.
We are onto something. So why don't you show us your bobbleheads before we let you jet on out of here and get ready for game day, because it is an amazing display of bobbleheads.
Yeah. So these are These
We can even
are
see you, Terrence. You're
bobbleheads.
doing. We got you in the mirror doing
I know.
your production work. We appreciate all your hard
There you
work,
go.
giving
There you
the
go.
people what they want, and
enough
that's
of me.
this view of this amazing man cave. Those
Yeah.
are
So
nice.
the bobbleheads. What's that?
No, I was just saying those are nice.
Yeah. The bobbleheads are all the Cubs World Series. So shout out to the World Series champion 2016 Chicago Cubs.
That's right.
Looking to repeat
Division
that this year.
champs 2020.
Hey,
baby.
that's right. That's right. NL Central champs as of last night. So awesome. so yeah, it's all the Cubs 2016 World Championship bobbleheads. All the Bears at the top. That's all from last season. Lining up early to make sure we got our 2019 bobbleheads. And it includes 2 additional ones for season ticket holders, which is the Gale Sayers. Kind of zoom in there. I'm sorry, not Gale Sayers, but George Halas, well as the Khalil Mack. So those 2 in the middle were not part of the game day giveaways, but all the other ones left to right were awesome.
Yeah, I have all of those except for the 2. I'm gonna get on the search for them. I've never been a bobblehead guy until we did the giveaways last year. Was it last year? It's been so long now. And so now I have all those. I'm gonna put them on my display eventually, but I threw this hodgepodge together behind me. But yeah, those are beautiful, and you just do such a good job, Terrence, of presentation and keeping it classy. I could learn a thing or two. Now that I've moved out and I'm living at mommy's right now, Terrence, because we're getting ready to buy a house.
I know you got the house coming up.
Once we find one. So this is kind of a selfish way for me to look into other people's man caves and steal their ideas. So I appreciate you showing.
It's never stealing. It's just you're just going out there and you're making adjustments to what you're gonna have. You're getting ideas. That's what it is. You're getting ideas.
Terrence, quickly, as I said before, you're an Atlanta Falcons season ticket holder fan. We got Bears Falcons here coming up at noon, just around the corner, 2 hours away from kickoff. What are your insights, not only to what we want to see from the Bears this Sunday and the consistency and all that, but what you think Atlanta is going to bring to the table playing Chicago on the ropes, coach's job on the line? You're a season ticket holder, so you probably get the vibes a little better than we do up here.
Yeah, well, and the thing is, I always have to put the caveat out there. It's like, yeah, we have season tickets to the Falcons and the Bears, but we're only Bear fans.
Of course.
The Falcons are purely for entertainment, and we've literally only been to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium once when they opened up the stadium 2 years ago against those Green Bay Packers, and the Falcons won, so that was good.
There we go.
But outside of that, literally, we've not gone back. But the Falcons, they're gonna bring offense, right? So their passing game with Matt Ryan, Calvin Ridley is just tearing it up right now. So that's gonna be difficult. But you know what? We got a shutdown corner and Kyle Fuller, so I like that matchup. It's gonna be fun to watch all game. Also with the Falcons, I mean, they're high energy now. Obviously, they're coming off a disappointing crazy loss to Dallas last week. They're 0-2. They're hungry. They're playing at home, but no fans, right? The Falcons, for the first 4 home games, there's no fans. So, neutral territory, playing on that turf, it's a little bit faster. So, we're going to have to prepare for that as well. But I look at it and say from the Bears standpoint, we need to capitalize off of the injuries in the secondary to the Falcons. A.J. Terrell, COVID-19 protocol he's under now. You've got 2 other, a safety and another cornerback that are out today, or at least questionable today. So they're down. I mean, they're down in the secondary. Mitch has to take advantage of that. Allen Robinson, the rest of the wideouts, we got to take advantage of that to be able to capitalize and score points.
I don't know if you know what's going on behind you, Terrence, but on NFL Network, Russell, they're doing a thing. Turn around right now and look at what's going on
TV.
Terrence. But while you're talking, Russell Wilson is throwing bread.
He's feeding them.
I'm trying to hear your breakdown, but he's cooking up the bread or whatever the hell is going on. But man, Terrence, I cannot wait for this game. You're 100% right. They got to take advantage of the DBs. Mitch and the Bears offense needs to play with more consistency. Anybody has questions about this defense, I guess we're going to find out today. Julio or not, this is a more high octane,
game day decision,
respected offense. So if they hold them to 17 or points less, everyone needs to stop talking about the defense. We obviously just need this offense to get on track to be a successful football team. But again, Terrence, me and you, we spend a lot of time together at Bears games,
yes,
a lot of different things. We Bears 100 there, Sandy, Tom, your lovely wife, Karen, and then Samir in the middle before pre-whiskey Samir. We had a post Samir we'll have to share. And there's us at Bears 100 last year. A lot of fun. Terrence, you're a great friend of mine now. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. There we were. Little did we know we were going to be terrible last year. I can't wait to get back to Soldier Field and hang out with you. But for now, this is what we got. Man. Is do a couple little streams, talk a little Bears.
We make do with what we have.
You mentioned about Atlanta letting fans back in after the first 4 games. Are you, as someone that loves to go to the games, trying to get to any game this season, or are you just going to wait till this all blows over till next year?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question, Braggsy. We've talked about it. Our thought process now is we're just going to wait. Too much risk in our opinion. It just isn't worth it. I mean, we're having a lot of fun just kind of getting in small groups with friends and watching the game, just, a couple, 3, 4 people. And that's what we'll be doing again today. We were in Atlanta last week watching the game just at home against the Giants. And the first week we went out with a couple of friends, again, small groups, physically distanced and taking all the precautions that are laid out by the CDC. We're good. We're good.
I understand where you're coming from.
Smart.
I'm kind of looking at the Nashville game because I could drive there and maybe just if I could find a way to just stay away from everybody. I totally respect how you want to be cautious with this. I understand people that want to be less cautious. I understand where their mindset is. I don't know if I agree with it, but at the same time, everyone needs to kind of maneuver through all this the way they have to. So I respect how you feel about it, but I cannot wait to get back to Soldier Field and break bread and drink whiskey and wine with you, my man.
Whiskey and
Karen.
wine.
Yeah, whiskey and wine. Give Karen my love. Next time we'll have her on. When we do the Atlanta Man Cave tour, which is all Bears memorabilia, we'll have Karen in on it too. I saw her popping around back there getting ready.
I'll definitely need my better half to work on that one with me. That's a longer tour.
Where will we be without our better halves? So, Terrence, again, we appreciate your time. Thank you for giving us the live tour, second ever Man Cave Spotlight, and it was very worthy one. I can't wait to see your next Man Cave. And, let's get this Bears W today. And we'll be back later for the post-game show. We hope you can.
How about, before we let you go, how about a prediction for the game?
Good idea.
Yeah. Prediction for the game. Bears 27, Falcons 17.
Ooh, okay.
All right.
I like that.
I like comfortable wins. I'll take that.
We're both calling the Bears to win. Everybody else has been calling Falcons.
We deserve one.
Yes.
I've seen some people come off the Bears lose island because of the
I see us taking advantage of. Yeah.
Look, we got one of the best secondaries in the league, and I'm gonna always bang that drum. So I feel good today, especially if Julio's out. You can take care of Calvin Ridley, and I think we can get this dub for sure.
All right, Terrence. Well, we're gonna let you jet.
He's a pro, but he's hurt. He's still laboring on that hamstring. So even if he does play, granted, a 75% Julio is better than 100% most players, but I still like her. I like us today. Come out with the dub.
Love it.
All right, well, enjoy the game, Terrence, and we'll catch up with you real soon.
Great meeting you. Thank you so much.
All right, so hey, nice to meet you too, Jake. Braggsy, always a pleasure.
No, wait. You keep saying Braggsy. You moved off of what I love you about, and that's you call me Braggy. Everybody's called me Braggsy growing up. I'm used to Braggsy, but you call me Braggy. I need you to stick with Braggy. You mix.
I call you Braggy anytime you talk, but I don't. I say Braggsy.
Well, I gotta live by my name. So, I appreciate all your support and your friendship, of course. We'll catch up with you real soon, my man, and enjoy the game today.
You're doing a great job. Love the show.
Thank you so much, Terrence.
All right.
Bear down.
Good.
All right.
Pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah, that was fun. So we'll just wrap this up here real quickly, because we wanted to keep it short and sweet. But we also, for those that are our Man Cave Spotlights, we want to give you the proper, moment to show your artwork and your setup. So if you are someone that wants to be spotlighted on our pregame show with your Man Cave or your tailgate setup, contact me, DM me, message me, however you got to get a hold of me, and we'll try to throw you into the lineup. We got some people already that want to be a part of this, so if you do too, let us know. So we'll get some final thoughts on the games, and if Jake wants to put up the Johnny B for threes picks, so everybody's up to speed on that.
For sure. Let's throw those up for a second here. We got Johnny's got for his number one pick, he's got Cardinals -4. We got Packers at +3.5. I think that line has moved to 3. I'm not sure, but I still like that one regardless. And 3, we got Steelers at -3. So again, check those numbers as games are starting because the lines do move. But those are Johnny B's for 3.
Yeah, our guy Johnny B and his infamous duck races. Make sure you check out our guy JB Side. He a weekly segment on our Friday night shows. So we appreciate you, Johnny, always taking care of our gambling aficionados on the show that are tuned in and watching the show. So one more thing before we get our final prediction and thoughts of the game. Why don't you check out our little clubhouse. Jake made some amazing graphic designs, and we have shirts available. You can get Brags in the Stands, hoodies, shirts, cups, mugs, but you can also get these custom designs. We got a Darnell Mooney, Cash Mooney, after his big touchdown last week. You can get the Cash Mooney shirt. It's available on our Teespring store. And then we also have the Truther shirt. I know some of you aren't truthers, but if you are, make sure you pick up one of these shirts. Really cool design. And when he balls out today, it's going to be a hot ticket. So make sure you go ahead and check those out. Great work there by Jake. We appreciate that, man. Those are cool designs. We had some, and again, we appreciate everybody hanging out, watching the show. Sorry, Mom, I meant to pull this up. Terrence, if you're still watching, my mom says hi. So next time I'll be better about the chat. I was all over the place. Oh, there's Samir. Samir's even in here. What's up, my man Samir? So we appreciate all you guys tuning in.
Absolutely.
Again, we got the post-game show coming up here immediately after the game. We've got special guests from the Deep Dish Sports Pod. My guys Eli and Bruce are going to be our special guests, and then we're going to do live callers again. So if you want to be a live caller on our post-game segment, let me know and send me a message, and I'll get you a link set up so you can be in the lineup. We've already got 2 fans ready to go, so we're not going to have too many each week because we already have a guest segment, but we will try to bring on as many as we can as long as time permitting. So again, appreciate everybody tuning in, all the support.
Absolutely.
Jake, your final thoughts here before we kick off in just under an hour, just over an hour and a half. Bears Falcons.
With the way that this defense is playing, and I'm talking about the Falcons in this regard, I like the Bears' chances today. I understand people taking the Falcons. They're in desperation mode. They're 0-2. They're at home. But the Bears are a better team than they've shown so far in both of these games. They've put together 1 good quarter in the week 1, 2 good quarters in week 2. We're hoping they can put at least 3 together today and bring home this W. The Atlanta's defense is pretty porous, and we have an excellent secondary. I know that Atlanta has a lot of weapons. They're very potent on offense, but I do like the Bears' chances. One of the guys.
Think about Evans' call of a Eddie Jackson pick six. He got it screwed
on
on
offense
last week. How about the way Evans spells offense? What do you think about guys that use the C instead of the S?
You're really asking me? I'm guessing it was just an accident, but
no, I think
is it a thing? Is that what people do
in London? Right, Barrelissimo, where are you? Help us! No, but what do you think about him getting the pick six?
I am hoping for him. He said on offense today, so he's predicting a little Nagy magic to get him worked into the offense, which. I love him. I love the trickery. So we'll see. I like the Bears' chances. I know Atlanta has a potent offense, but I love these Bears. One guy I think to watch out for is Hayden Hurst. Yep. I know
he's been
Danny's
burning me on Madden all week.
Well, I know Danny's been a little slow and he's getting a little long in the tooth. So we're going to need some linebackers to do some good work this week. So he's a guy I'm a little concerned about. Calvin Ridley's awesome, of course. Julio, I hope he doesn't play. I was hoping Matt Ryan got COVID, but he didn't. I'm just kidding. But we'll see. I still like the Bears. I'm going to say Bears 30-20. Bears 30, Atlanta 24.
Evan wants to know if this is a spelling bee. No, I've just always, find it fascinating the way certain people spell it. Offense.
It's a cultural thing.
Yeah, it's a culture. Because Sandlin says that's how they spell it across the pond. That's what I thought. So it's not a spelling bee. I was just curious, So, yeah, this is my new setup. I'm at Mom's house for the time being. Looking forward to getting a new house here real soon and setting up my own man cave. So it's cool to be able to go through other people's man caves. And while we're all sitting at home and not at the games ourselves. So some of my different signs, as you see, the "What If I Told You" sign you see in the intro that my wife was holding. And then the "Hey Bears, try not to suck." I don't know if some Bears fans are offended by that sign, but that's actually an homage to the Cubs slogan they used to say in 2015, which was just basically, hey, loosen up, try not to suck. And
that was the bad year that you made that sign. That was the Bears sucked.
Correct. That was the year the Cubs won the World Series. Jenny and I wish I had the picture because Jenny and I'll bring it up for Halloween. We went to the Bears-Vikings game on Halloween night. We dressed up I dressed up as Joe Madden and she dressed up as Chris Bryant, a baseball player. And then we held the sign because that was Joe Madden's moniker was, hey Cubs, or, try not to suck. It was, like I said, just a way to get the team to loosen up. And so I held it. I was right there in the tunnel as I always am. And Jay Cutler gave me a shitty ass look for it.
I'm sure he did.
But it was more of a, hey, let's just play. Don't worry about being perfect all the time. So I think that the Bears, they've taken so many things from the Cubs culture, the club dub. It did originate from Joe Madden. Matt Nagy got that advice from Joe Madden. And now I think he needs to take this. Maybe not the slogan itself, but just the mindset, the persona. Try not to suck. Go out there and have fun today. Don't worry about being perfect every play and the fans and everything, all these different opinions. You're 2-0. You're playing a team that's beatable on the road. You can get to 3-0 here. Just try not to suck. I'm not worried about perfection. Of course, we all want Mahomes and what the Chiefs have, but I will take 3-0. I know some fans want some, other things and other aspirations. We all want high expectations, but just try not to suck for today. And we appreciate you guys, and we're gonna jet. We're running a little over. What
was your prediction? What was your prediction?
So I put in Kevin Caduck's midday minute that the Bears were going to win 31-28. Another miracle finish for the Chicago Bears. To me, asking for the Bears to win in a blowout like our guy Chubbs is predicting, a 31-13 win for Chubbs.
Ooh,
I wish that would
love
happen.
That, though.
Yeah, I love it. I'll take it all day. But as we know and as we've learned here these first 2 weeks, that is not who the Chicago Bears are. Even if they were the best team in the NFL, they would still find a way to play down to their competition. I hate saying that, but it's just always who the Bears have been. So until they show me otherwise, it's just going to be another close game right down.
I would love
one score.
Yeah, I would love for the Bears to actually win a toss today and defer, because we've started with the ball both games. So I'd love to get the defense on the field first and get that stop and see what we can do. Get the ball second half. That'd be great for a change.
Absolutely. Get Monty going. Evan wants $100 on the ground, and Mitch throwing 2 more tutties. Hey, that's what we all want. Consistency. Getting
I expect dirt. Get Monty his touches, and he'll get you the yards.
We need to get our guy Tariq in the freaking end zone, because our guy Tyler Luxey has been waiting patiently.
We've all been waiting patiently.
Yeah, we need the Brags and the stands dance. JJ Stankovitz, our great guest Friday night, said he was going to give us a little shout out if we get it. So we'll see what happens. But
that'd be cool. JJ's cool, dude.
JJ is the man, and that was an excellent interview. If you have time, hour and a half before the game, that interview still holds water. So if you want to check out some really good, interesting Bears conversation before kickoff at noon, go watch our Friday show right now as soon as this is over.
Right now. Don't wait.
Don't wait. Go right to the JJ Stankovitz interview. It's the best part of the show.
It's the best part. Don't worry about the rest of it.
You ain't
Act
got
like
time
any,
for the rest.
anything that happens after that, don't worry about it.
You ain't got time for the rest. You can watch the Gale Sayers stuff too, but maybe that's how we'll end it today. As Terence pointed out, and he had a Gale Sayers shirt we didn't get to, but his artwork in the Gale Sayers stuff.
I'm expecting them. I don't know if they've announced it yet, but I expect them to be doing some sort of memorial, either a decal
patch.
or something.
I would imagine a patch. I was watching Tariq Cohen's live Instagram last night while he's hanging out in the hotel lobby while a wedding was going on, and he was just interacting with fans. It was pretty funny.
That's cool.
He was saying that they he wants to do white on whites, but they won't. He said in these words, they won't let them. And I was like, I asked, but he didn't answer. I go, what do you mean they won't let you? Like,
well, I know that they do come out with a uniform schedule prior to the season, so it might be a big hassle for them to change something like that.
Ridiculous.
But you wouldn't think so, because they have white pants just chilling at home.
What I'm saying.
You know,
This is ridiculous, and you're paying respect. If you use it as a way to pay respect to the passing of Gale Sayers, you can't wait till next year. So I think it's something that they need to consider. Our guys, the Tailgate Show, pointed that out as soon as the news.
I would love them to not only do white on whites, but pull those throwback helmets too.
Yeah,
because those are great.
That was something the Tailgate Show had been saying, because I've been beating the white on white jersey drum for years. I love the white on whites.
Love the white jerseys.
Devin Hester had 2 touchdowns in the white on whites in the magical 2006 season at the Rams game. So I love that look. I want them to bring that back. But if they want to do it with the white helmet too, the white C decal,
I love the white C
that'd be a
decal.
great
It's
tribute
cool.
to Gale Sayers. So I hope they do. So we'll end it on this note. This was a live. I shared it on our show Friday, but I can share it again. The last live shot of Gale Sayers, for Bears fans to see at Bears 100 last year. So again, Bears fans, thank you for tuning in. Tune into the post-game show. Let's get to 3-0. Big day coming up. Hour and a half town kickoff. Rest in peace, Gale Sayers. Bear down.
Imagine, he was the Kansas Comet. Class of 1977 Hall of Famer. Number 40, the great Gale Sayers.
Love it.
Bear down.
Bear down.